Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you guys on a Wednesday, November the 15th. And boy, I am happy today. If you're looking at the screen, you're probably wondering why. There's a lot of red on that screen. The good news today is we made $439 with the PA account, our best day so far with the PA. Only took a couple of trades, and we had a very, very good day with that account. So that is what I'm really happy about. And then also made $395, also known as 400 basically, with the oldest eval that I've got. I've got to get those moving. So that was really, really, really good. And the biggest thing, the rest of these accounts, all of these I got stopped out on GAT for pretty big losses. So in a nutshell, today was a very big red day on the eval side, but there's a big but here. I used today to test out a new strategy, and I wasn't as precise on my entries. And I will admit I YOLO'd a little, not YOLO'd, but I was just not as, I didn't trade quite as well because I was really just trying to see how the strategy worked and using evals to do it. So it is what it is. It's the nice thing about GAT. You know you're only going to lose so much. And I just wanted to see how this thing worked, and it worked very well. In fact, I took, I think, all but one of the trades, which I only took like 4 trades with the PA account, but those were actually scalp trades. So conversation that Nutty Bar Trading and I had, I think it was last night, later in the evening, he and I were talking offline just about scalping mentalities and different ATMs, and I had to think back. The first time I got PAs, I was actually using a 7 contract setup with, I think, like a 3 tick, 5 tick, or 3 tick, 6 tick, 9 tick profit. Very much a scalping mentality, and he and I were just discussing this, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to set this up. So I set up 2. I set up a 7 tick, 15 tick, 41 tick. With a 20 tick stop loss, and then I would run a 20 tick trail stop once we hit 21 ticks in profit. So really the first 2 have no stop strategy essentially, but once we reach the first 2 profit targets, then we run a 20 tick trail stop up to our 41 tick profit. So that was the one that I set up that I used the most with the evals, and then I set up this second one, the same concept. Same concept, but this one here was the one I used for the most part with my PA account, where I have 2 contracts, one at 8 ticks, one at 44 ticks, running a 20 tick trail. So the key is you have a big your risk to reward is pretty high. That's kind of the thing that kind of stopped me initially, or was my concern initially, because your stop losses, if you get stopped out on this one, you're risking $200, and if you get a winner, you're getting like 240 or 250 or whatever that is after commissions. So the risk reward there was pretty big, but the big but is you almost always can get 8 ticks. Unless you have a really bad entry, you'll get your 8 ticks, then you only have 1 contract left. Or if you're on this, the 3 contract scalp, as I named it, you get 7 ticks and 15 ticks, and that's usually pretty easy to get as well. And so when you do that, you only have 1 contract left. So by the time if you have a winner with this 3 contract strategy, with the first and second contract, if you do take a loss on this 4th one, you're actually ahead by a little bit. So in any case, I liked it, but I pointed this out. This was a trade I took at the earlier in the day, about almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Had I been looking left, I would have seen that this was an area of earlier resistance, and I took this trade short, and obviously that resistance had held. And we did not fall below then, so that was kind of a bad trade. But this is how this looks. So the entry was on the green horizontal arrow. Those are my entry points, and this was a short trade. Red arrow down signifies a short trade. I caught my first profit here, but the last contract stopped me out. I think for this one I might have gotten the first 2, maybe the first one, and then it stopped me out for a big loss. Same thing happened here, but I really should not have taken this trade as a short. I should have been taking this trade as a long trade, and this happened to me quite a bit today, which is why these accounts are red. I wasn't quite as sharp in paying attention because, I don't know, just focusing on this ATM and having it work. We had this big news this morning. And this is just an example here of just a bad trade, taking a short at the bottom. I never short at the bottom, but in any case. And then for most of the morning, I was tied up and I wasn't able to trade. And then here during the noon hour, I did take some trades. The yellow circles are the ones that I took with my PA account. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winners on the PA and 1 loser. The bad thing is the 1 loser was a big one. This loser was a 100% loser. So this is one of those where I made a terrible entry. I took a short at the bottom and lost the entire contract. And I was in this with at least 2, I think. I may have, I think this was the 2 contract one. In either case, full loss. Small win, smaller win, big loss, good win. And then I had followed it up with a couple of really good wins here at the end to get us up over the 429 mark or 439 mark. And then I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with the day. I'm back over 50,000. My goal with that account was about $200 a day. This is day 4, and we're up 243. So we made back some of the losses that we had, and I'm going to really focus very hard on making sure that I stay in profit on that account and we actually get to a payout. So, but you can see I just took some trades that I really shouldn't have. But again, just testing this, and it feels a little bit like you can just jump in anywhere and get 8 ticks. And what I've found with today is that that's not necessarily the case. Yes, you can get your 8, but then you either have to close that trade or you're going to have a get stopped out, like happened several times here. So but what I learned from today is this ATM actually does work. I do need to be a little bit careful about how I take my entries. What was my win rate today? I'm kind of curious actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 losing trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 winners. So not bad, but the problem is that the winners are typically smaller, and then if you have a loss, it's a bigger one. So we'll have to just take that in consideration. And I think if I trade my 21 EMA strategy and really make sure that I stay with that 21 EMA trend and take trades like I typically did on my this was the main trade that I usually was taking, where I would have a 30 tick stop loss, 100 tick profit with a 25 tick trail and just run it. I guess the way I look at the market when I'm taking that trade is I'm actually looking for what's the trend doing and where is it going to go, and can I get at least 40, 50, 70 ticks off this trade. So that's the strategy and the thought process behind trading my other ATM strategy with this multi-contract, taking 8 ticks and 15 or 7 and 15, and then having a short runner. I think it changes the entry point, or it just changes it a little bit. The mentality is a little bit different, but I liked it, and I think I'm going to trade it some more. It did work. Even though today was a red day, I shouldn't have been that red had I been a little bit more careful about how I took some of these trades, and I will try to do better at that tomorrow. So these accounts, this 124, 125, 26, 28, 29, 30, these are the accounts that I have had winners for 2 and 3 straight days. So it kind of sucks to have those in a loss. Down to just over 49,000 on the 128 to 130s. And then the 124 to 126 accounts were down about $1,500. So we got some work to do to get those brought back up. My 150 suffered pretty badly today, 872. And that account's at 146, 820. It's probably within 1,000 or 1,500 from being blown. So we're going to have to get pretty aggressive with that as well. But again, big news today, big win is we had a great day with the PA, $439. I'm ecstatic about that. I had good trades, only one loser on that, on the PA account, and I'm really happy with that. So I just need to take that. I think the lesson for me is if I would take the intensity and the focus that I had with the PA accounts to the eval trades, I probably would not have had a red day. In fact, I'm pretty confident I wouldn't have had a red day. So I need to marry those two together, if you will. But all in all, good day. Very happy with it. Learned some things today. Again, I just love that quote by Trading with Travis, is you have winning trades and you have learning trades. There are no losing trades. So yes, it may be a loss in the dollar category, but those are trades that we can learn from, and we certainly did that today. So we'll see what tomorrow holds. I'm excited about tomorrow. I can't wait till tomorrow morning, and we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. So I'll bring you an update tomorrow afternoon, and we'll let you know if tomorrow is better than today. Probably should be. It's probably not too difficult to improve on today from a green-red category, but in any case. So good luck, and I will catch you fellas on the flip side.